Hello and welcome to this week's edition of BOI Weekly. I'm Gloria Umezuke. In 2017, the Bank of Industry commenced granting of loans to micro-entrepreneurs with the aim of boosting the economy, creating jobs and enduring wealth. Well, these loans were disbursed through 14 microfinance banks with branches nationwide. A number of micro, small and medium entrepreneurs who were targeted for these loans include fashion designers, furniture makers, shoemakers, bakers, among others. With the disbursement of these loans, several entrepreneurs have taken their businesses to new heights as they continue to access funds from the Bank of Industry to grow their businesses. On this week's edition of the program, we'll take a look at how two beneficiaries of the loans are contributing their quota to the economic development of the nation. Welcome to the program. Welcome back. Our team visited Kaduna-based Josh Broid Clothing and United Wire Products Limited. Proprietors of these businesses talked to us about the impact of the credit facility from BOI on their businesses. Let's begin with Josh Broid Clothing, managed by Joshua Jeremiah, a young entrepreneur. Take a listen. The business of clothing and printing is no doubt a capital-intensive one, but with the aid of the Bank of Industry, young entrepreneurs like Joshua Jeremiah are making giant strides.
How long does it take to make this?
From a humble beginning as a commissioned printing agent, Joshua Jeremiah takes our team down memory lane as he explains his adventure into the business of clothing, printing and corporate branding.
Josh Broid Clothing is a printing business. Our niche is mainly clothing item. We customize and brand on any form of clothing item, ranging from face cap, t-shirts, native attires, and so on and so forth. Josh Broid started in 2018, but before starting, there's no fund. So I started as an agent, seeking for the jobs and taking it out there to do with other associates. So a program came on board called BOI ESP. So I applied and went through rigorous training. After the training, we were taught to come and apply proper with the bank. Now we stated the amount we needed for our business. The bank will go through your business proposal. If it is okay, they will ask you to apply proper with a business plan. So I applied and I submitted my business plan. I was called that I should come for further documentation. It took a long time for me to even get the first call. But once I got the first call, I said, okay, there's hope in this part. So I pursued everything with every fiber of energy in me. Accessing the loan is not a give and take easy something. You have to show commitment that yes, you really want the loan and you know what you are going to put that money you are requesting for in the business. Actually, BOI doesn't give you the money direct. They finance the equipment and your operation. So they don't give you cash at hand. You have to give them a supplier who will supply all what you need. Then they will pay to the supplier's account. He is to only supply you with the equipment. No, I don't have a shop. I operate at home. I get from clients, then I go to them and give them their. I don't have an outlet there. Before then, I can't tell any customer that this is where we will meet. It's the customer's option that, okay, meet me at so place and so place, which kind of make me look small, and most times we are not taken serious as business people because you don't have an outlet. Where will one contact you, and who will trust you without knowing where you operate? So it wasn't easy then. I started with single individual. Then as demands continued to pour in, I also needed additional hands. So I added additional 2 employees, making 3. So I have 3 employees now, with about 5 apprentices. We don't put them out of school. They are here because their parents thought it wise that they should be engaged during their holidays or after school hours if they don't have lesson or other things to be doing at home instead of playing. So I accept them to learn as apprentices. I only have one that's age 7. Yes, it's 7 years old. He's in primary 4.
Using single interest digit loans from the Bank of Industry, Jeremiah encourages young entrepreneurs who are desirous of acquiring equipment to approach the Bank of Industry.
My advice to them is not for them, they shouldn't relent, because during the application there's one stage that everybody is always afraid of, which is also difficult, providing a guarantor. I think mostly that's the stage that is giving people a headache. But after going through it, I look at it as it's not a problem, because so far so good. There's no problem between me and the bank or with the guarantors, because I've been diligent to my duty as per repaying back my loan. So there's no problem within that aspect. A lot of people fear because they don't, and BOI doesn't demand for a tangible, collateral for you to access their loan. No. I don't know anybody in the bank. Like I told you earlier, I went through a program called BOI ESP. In that program, you don't need to know anybody, you just have to apply. If your business is a good idea, they will approve and ask you to come for further documentation. I got 5 million naira from BOI, most of which went to purchasing of the equipment and the rentage of the office here. My dream for expansion is to grow to a complete clothing brand where we can sew here, print, and supply to the market. Not necessarily waiting for customers to come and demand for customization. We can make our own brand and sell. We have challenges, especially after this post-COVID-19 and stuff. School had not been stable because majority of our customers are school, because we do their school badges and the rest of them. And now, since the schools are not stable, we're finding it difficult to earn what we usually used to earn before. Right now, there are times that the work overwhelms us, that we kind of give or sublet it to people in the same business with us so that we'll meet up at the target time. We agree with the customer. Actually, there's nothing difficult in accessing the loan. If you are true to yourself and you are worthy of it, you definitely have someone who will guarantee you to get the loan. So I don't think the issue of not having guarantor is also questionable. It's also questionable to the individual who is looking for that loan. Maybe you have a bad character, that's why he's finding it difficult to get someone to guarantee him.
Thanks for staying with us. Our next report features United Wire Products Limited, a company based in the heart of Kaduna. The company is a leading manufacturer of wire cloth and wire cloth fabrications for filtration and separation applications and general industrial use. The company's products are crafted in a mix of indigenous and imported machinery by highly skilled and experienced engineers with a very strict quality control through in-house processes. Here's the report. With the support of the Bank of Industry, United Wire Products Limited is taking its expertise to greater heights. With years of experience and perseverance, the company has carved an eminent place for itself in both domestic and international markets, producing stainless wire mesh, barbed wire fence, stainless welded wire mesh, chain link fences, and wire mesh fences. The accountant of the company shares the history of the company and how their partnership with the Bank of Industry began.
The company started in the year 1977, July 1977, and they started operation in the year 1979. When they got to a stage, we need to expand, and we need some financial assistance. That was why we approached them that time that they should assist us, and which they did. They gave us a loan, and thank God that the loan works with the management, in the sense that it has the purchasing power of raw material, and raw material increase, and that leads to nice output. That is, the production increased too. Even we were able to retain our workers. Because yes, when we have a raw material and we are producing, we have to retain some workers instead of retrenching them. So the loan came at the right time, and thank God that we made good use of it. Before the loan, we were having enough staff here, but not like before. When we say the loan, we are talking about the Bank of Industry loan. But when we talk about the economy has already struck the factory before the loan. So we cannot work on the numbers of workers at that time. You do understand what I'm saying? Yes. So when the loan came in, it made some numbers of workers here. And as at that time, we still maintain the same number till today. The production is fine. They are producing well. At least they are producing well. We thank God that I think I said it earlier that BOI loan came at the right time, and thank God that they gave us the loan. I think we can now buy raw material anyhow. We can produce anyhow to any length now, as at now, and things were okay. Well, the vision is very large. We hope for better, and we hope that they can increase the loan in future. We don't know anybody. We don't have anybody there. You follow the normal protocol. Go and bring this, go and bring that. Yes, you know, all the requirements were met, and they gave us the loan. The advice there is that people out there, they should not be relying on a third party to approach the bank for any assistance. They can easily go there and talk to them, like we do. They may be asking a lot of, I think I went there more than 10 times, more than 10 trips. Let's say 10 trips, not only 10 times, more than 10 trips. Go and bring this, go and bring that. Because they will not take any dead document from you. So anybody that will need the bank loan in future should go approach them. You should not go through intermediaries that maybe somebody can help you. We don't know anybody there, but to walk in straight, and they gave us the loan.
As the United Wire Products Limited maintains its pride of place in the business world, the operation manager of the company is full of gratitude to the Bank of Industry.
We thanks to Bank of Industry to help us for this difficult time, to give us the loan, to buy our raw material and survive for this difficult time. Thank you very much for Bank of Industry to give us your support.
Now, over the years, the Bank of Industry has continued to provide interventions for industries to thrive, and there is more where that came from. The interventions, which focuses on men, women, youths and persons with disability, is slowly but surely making meaningful impact on the nation's socio-economic development. Are you an entrepreneur out there or know anyone in need of support to grow his or her business? Kindly visit any of the branches of the bank closest to you or log on to their website at boi.ng. You can also follow the bank on all social media platforms as displayed on your screen. Well, that's it on this week's edition of BOI Weekly. Thank you for watching. I'm Gloria Umezuke.